Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetstools.com, and today we are going to do the quick unboxing and full review of the Asus Zenfone 5. Asus Zenfone 5 is going to come to India on July 9. So 9th of July you will see this device coming to India, and it will come for a price less than 15,000 rupees, and this is something which I expect as per the hardware and as per the global pricing of this device. This device globally is priced approximately $147, and which should translate to be not more than 15,000 rupees. This is something which I expect even after adding the custom duty and other things onto this device once it is imported and start selling in India. As of now, we have the unit with us which has been given to us from Asus for preview, and again I have been using this unit for like more than a week now, and I'm ready with all the inputs from my end, especially to provide you a full review of this device. So in this particular review I will be doing an unboxing which I have already done for me basically, and I'm going to do this again for you so that I can show you the box contents, and I have the device already out of the box. So let's take a look what we have inside the box, and before we do that I can show you the box. The box is very nicely designed. As you can see, it looks good. It highlights some of the key features of the phone, which includes the battery, 3G connectivity of the phone. You can create a portable Wi-Fi hotspot. You get headset within the package. You have Bluetooth 4.0 connectivity on this device. You have a camera as well, and then on this side we have the Zenfone 5 written over there. This is going to be the flagship phone from Asus basically, and Asus is going to launch 4 phones in India, including Zenfone 5, Zenfone 4, Zenfone 6, and Zenfone 4.5 as well is also going to launch. So taking a look over the package or the box, you can see the box looks really sleek and simple and nicely designed, I would say as well. And once we take this thing out, we can see that we do not have the device inside the package because we have it outside. I have been using this device for quite a long time now, and it is a pretty good device, I would like to say. So we will take a look over the device later on. Let's take a look what we have in the package. So further going inside the package, I can show you the box contents. The first thing after the device we get is the Zenfone warranty card, which is there inside, or you can say the warranty booklet. You have a user manual which tells you about the basic information about this phone, and it also tells you the maximum and minimum, the maximum SAR values basically, which is something which is useful. So the maximum SAR value for head per kg is going to be 0.71 under permissible limit, and it is for body it is 0.60. So this is the SAR value document for this particular phone, and it also tells you what is where as far as connectivity and the ports are concerned. We will tell you that. Apart from this, you also have a small booklet which tells you how to remove the back cover. We will show you that as well. We have a standard micro USB to USB cable which come within the package. You have the charger over there. This charger should be a 2 ampere charger, I would say, but looks like it is not a 2 ampere charger. It is 1.35 ampere charger. So the output current from this charger is going to be 1.35. I don't know whether you can read this or not, but I can. And it is not a very fast charger, but better than the other charger which we have seen from other phones, especially coming from different other companies. These are the earphones which I did try it once, and again the design of these earphones is something which I really like. As you can see, they are very nicely designed, and you do have some extra earbuds as well in case these specific earbuds which are there with these headphones does not suit your ear size. You do have a module over here which has a button as well to pick the call, and you have Asus branding over there. However, you do not have volume rockers basically to control the volume from the headphones, and this is how the audio lead looked like. So these are all the things which you will get within the package. Let's take a look over the device now. Now here we have the Zenfone 5 with us, as you can see, and this device looks really good in terms of the overall build quality, which is something which I noticed for the first on this device. And definitely you can see that this device is made up of good quality of plastic at the back side. The back cover is actually plastic. It has matte finish to it, so it will not get the fingerprints and scratches very easily. Very good and comfortable to hold this device in hand. This is something which I can say. Apart from this, if we talk about the front, the front has this kind of a border, which is kind of a shiny black border, which actually holds the display glass, and you do have metal being used at the front, at the bottom, which look very nice. It has a brushed metal finish to it. You have touch capacitive buttons which are there within the body of the phone, not within the display. And this is something which I would like to tell you, that these touch capacitive buttons does not have LED backlight. So especially in case you are using this phone in a dark room, you won't be able to see these touch capacitive buttons at times, because they do not have LED backlights. They just have a paint of white color. Which, in terms of the overall form factor, this device does not weigh very heavy. It is around 145 grams, so fairly easy and light enough phone to hold in one hand. As far as display is concerned, it is a 5-inch display, and again, because of the design, this device does not look like a very bulky or big device, and even one-handed usage of this device is slightly better as compared to the other 5-inch phones which I have used recently. So in terms of the overall build quality, it is good, nice quality of material which has been used. It gives you a feel of a very good build quality premium phone, and this is something which I really like about this device. Taking a look over the connectivity and the ports, we can see that we have a micro USB port for data syncing and charging at the bottom. We have a primary microphone over there. At the back side, below the Intel Inside branding, because this device has an Intel processor inside, after the Zenfone branding, you can see the loudspeaker mesh which is over there. And at the back side, we can see we have a 5 megapixel camera over here. Okay, I would like to correct that this is not a 5 megapixel camera, it is an 8 megapixel camera, and it does have LED flash as well for low light photos, and it is an autofocus camera. You can also record high definition videos from this camera. Taking a look over this side, we have these two buttons which are kind of plastic buttons. They are finished in chrome, and they does give very good look and feel to the device, and you can easily feed these buttons, and good amount of feedback is something which you will get from these two buttons. At the top, you have a secondary microphone for noise cancellation and video chat. You have a 3.5mm audio jack over there, and on this side you have nothing, no button, no connectivity. And here we have a little indent to remove the back cover, so you just need to pull this thing out and the back cover will come out. And once you remove the back cover, you can see that this is a dual SIM phone which will accept 2 micro SIM, not normal size SIM card. So the 2 micro SIM will go inside these 2 slots, and both of them will support 3G connectivity. Here we have the micro SD memory card slot, and the micro SD memory card does not come within the package. This is my own, so you can insert the micro SD memory card inside this device, and up to 32 GB of micro SD memory card is supported on this device. Talking about the front, on the front you have 5-inch of IPS LCD display. The viewing angles of this display are really good. You can see this display from extreme angles without any issues, either from the sideways or vertically. There is no problem. However, you can see slight amount of color fading which will happen when you look over this display from extreme angles, but again, that is not a major problem. The overall color protection on the display is good enough. The display resolution is 720 into 1280. It gives you a pixel density of around 294 pixels per inch, which does make things pretty crisp and clear, and you will not notice any pixelation on this display even when you take a closer look. In case you are reading a document or a web page with large amount of text, you might again, you won't be able to notice pixelation on this device, but you might notice some pixelation if you have a document with huge amount of text. Only then you will notice it. In video playback or in day-to-day usage, you will not notice any pixelation on this device. Now, starting with the lock screen, everything on this device, almost everything is kind of customized in terms of the UI. So on the lock screen, you have direct shortcuts for the camera, for the phone dialer, or for reaching the messaging application directly. You can always swipe to unlock. It will also give you a forecast of the weather in this particular timeline format, which is good. You have a weather information and the location of that particular thing where you are actually getting the weather updates. That is also listed over there, and you do have time and date also, which is shown on the lock screen. So good amount of information being shown on the lock screen. Once you unlock the device, this is how the UI look like. The home screen which we have on this device as of now are like 5 or 4 home screen. You can always increase them, and you can increase them up to 7. So you can have 7 home screen maximum. When it comes to the notification center, first of all, once you slide this thing at the bottom you can see all the toggles over there, which helps you clear up the RAM. So you just need to tap over there. You do have some additional features and you can say UI customizations, which does allow you to actually access a lot of things on this device. Especially you can toggle to the Wi-Fi, you can boost your RAM, decrease the usage of the RAM. Especially you can kill applications, you can toggle the mobile data, you can enable the reading mode in the browser, you can turn off and turn on the Bluetooth Wi-Fi. You do have Miracast support as well, so you can enable and disable from here only. You do have the option of enabling the glove mode as well on this device, and smart power saving mode can also be turned on from there. So provided all these settings, you do have the option of going to normal notification. These are the normal notification, which is again just like any other Android phone, but again the look and feel of this device in terms of notifications or the UI has been heavily customized, but nothing is laggy, which is something which is very commendable from Asus, because they have done customization, but these customizations are not making the phone slow, and this is something which I like. As far as about version is concerned, this phone is by default going to run Android 4.3 out of the box as we have with us, and it is Jelly Bean again. Taking a look of the storage, I can show you the storage department. This device, as far as international model is concerned, this is slightly different. It will come with 8 GB of internal memory, out of which approximately 4.99 GB is going to be available. I have installed a couple of applications and games, so as of now the current available memory on this device is 3.90 GB. However, you do have support for micro SD memory card as well to expand the storage, but you won't be able to install applications on the micro SD memory card. Again, you can move certain applications from the phone memory to the SD card, but you cannot install applications directly on the SD card on this device. So storage is going to be 8 GB. When it comes to RAM is something which is definitely better at this price point, because you will get approximately 2 GB of RAM on this device, which we don't see on any other device which will come in this particular price segment for which this will come. So out of 2 GB of RAM, approximately 1.2 GB is free. That means you have fair amount of free RAM available on this device, and the device is responsive enough, and there is no lag which I can notice on this device as far as UI customizations are concerned or transitions in between home screen is concerned. When it comes to brightness, you do have support for automatic brightness as well. You also have other options over here under the display settings, which includes screen sharing, so you can play a video remotely with the help of Miracast, which is supported. Again, you will need an additional device as well. You can also enable view flip cover. Basically, you can actually suspend the screen in case you are using a flip cover with this device. However, the flip cover does not come within the package of the phone, and this is something I would like to tell you. Apart from this, if we take a look over the easy mode, just like the Samsung phones, you do have an easy mode over here as well on this UI, which is running on top of Android. Again, enabling the easy mode will make the icons bigger, and it is definitely going to be much more easy to use, especially for those who are actually not very used to with the kind of features, with the kind of detailed options this particular device provides on the UI front. When it comes to other settings, I can show you the option of creating a portable Wi-Fi hotspot as well. So you have the option of creating a portable Wi-Fi hotspot. That means you can use the 3G internet on this device by creating a Wi-Fi hotspot. You have support for USB tethering, and Bluetooth tethering is also supported. Apart from this, if we take a look over there, I can show you that this phone is a dual SIM phone. You do have a dual SIM manager over here as well, which will allow you to specify any SIM card out of 2 SIM cards which you will use on this device. Which one you would like to use for calling and which one you would like to use for data, you can specify that. You can actually do that all over here. Apart from this, you do have a power management option over here, which includes power saver options, which includes an ultra power saving mode as well, which you might have seen on some high-end phones in the market, including Samsung Galaxy S5. This one also has this particular option. So you do have ultra power saving mode, in which it will maximize the battery life, and you do have an optimized mode and customized mode, in which you can customize which all things which you would like to turn off whenever you are using power saving on this device. So you can choose in between all these things. You can actually decide which things should be enabled and which things should not be enabled, especially in case you would like to customize or you would like to use power saving on this device. So apart from this, you do have the option of controlling the lock screen behavior as well. So you can actually have an instant camera shortcut on the lock screen. You can swipe to launch a specific widget or camera. You can swipe like this and you can launch camera from the lock screen itself. You just need to enable this option over here. You do have an instant camera option over there, which will make sure that you double click the volume key and the camera will be launched. So all this you can do directly from the lock screen. You have another option over here which is labeled as Asus customized settings. So once you go over here, you can actually enable a lot of things. You can actually decide what should happen for the touch keys, like how you would like to use them. In order to take a screenshot, you can specify these things over there. You also have the screenshot file format. So all this you can customize over there, and you can also make the touchscreen much more responsive so that you can use this device even when even in winters. In case you would like to use this device with gloves on, you can enable this option over here under the Asus customized settings, and then you can use this device even with gloves on. So now here we have the phone dialer on this device. The phone dialer is again not stock Android. It is a kind of a customized phone dialer, and in case you would like to dial a number and if you would like to make a video call, you cannot make a video call on this device. So video call option is not provided inside the phone dialer. However, you can always say a name. You can just tap over the mic and say a name. In case you would like to dial a number, you can do that. Apart from this, if we take a look over the messaging application, the messaging application is again not stock Android. It is a custom messaging application. In case you would like to type something on this device, typing is not at all a problem. The keyboard keys are pretty big in size. It does give you these suggestions as well on the top, which is definitely going to make typing easier and fun. So which is definitely going to help you. Apart from this, if we talk about continuous input or swipe to type is not supported on this keyboard, and the keyboard is again not stock Android. It is a custom keyboard from Asus, which they have customized especially for this device with the kind of UI it is running. But again, it is a useful keyboard to type. You can easily type without any issues, and you can always type in the landscape mode as well in case you have any problem in typing in portrait mode. Let's take a look over the hardware configuration of this phone, and if we take a look, we can see that we have Intel Atom CPU on this device, Z2560, clocked at 1.6 GHz. It is a dual core CPU, as you can see, and again these are the cores and other information about the device. When it comes to processor, you do have the model number which is mentioned over there, which is Asus_T00J. And when it comes to other information, you do have the screen resolution which is mentioned, which is 720 to 1280, which is the effective resolution as well. The internal storage, which is going to be free out of 8 GB, is going to be 4.99, which we already showed you. And you do not have root access definitely. This is the battery information. And when it comes to sensors, you do have 3-axis accelerometer sensor, magnetic field sensor, orientation, light, proximity, and you also have virtual orientation sensor as well. So these are all the sensors which you will get on this device. And taking a look over the system information, I can show you that as far as graphics are concerned, you have Imagination PowerVR SGX 544MP GPU, so which I can see over here, I guess. Yes, so you have PowerVR SGX 544MP GPU. When it comes to multitouch, this device supports 10-point multitouch, which is definitely a good. So here we have the score for this device on Antutu, and we have got a score of 19396 for this device, and it ranks in between Samsung Galaxy Note 2 and Samsung Galaxy S3, which is quite a decent position, I would say. And again, especially as per the price which we have estimated for this device, if this is the score, then it is decent enough. And we do have detailed score over here, which also looks nice, especially the CPU and GPU department. I'm pretty happy with the kind of score it has actually given in these two departments. On Ninamark, we have got a score of 60.5 FPS, and again this device is capable of running almost any high definition graphic games. However, some of the high definition games like Modern Combat 4 and Frontline Commando D-Day as well, they does show slight amount of graphic lag at times, but most of the time the gameplay is quite smooth, and you can run any game on this device provided you have storage for the same. Provided you have storage area to install that game, you can run Modern Combat 4 or Nova 3 as well on this device quite smoothly. So here we are running this game called Temple Run OZ, which is a casual game. In terms of graphics, this game is running smoothly. There is no lag of any kind. As far as touchscreen is concerned, touchscreen is responsive enough and there is no problem. When it comes to graphics, I can see the shadow of the player as well, and the gravity sensor on the device is also working well. So there is no problem on this device as far as touchscreen sensitivity, graphics or the overall gaming experience is concerned. For this specific game, it is running quite smoothly without any issues. So here we have the camera UI on this device, which is again not stock Android. It is a kind of a custom UI. It does have autofocus and it is working pretty well when it comes to autofocus. It can focus the specific object which is there in the center. You do have the option over here to control the settings, so you can control over the white balance, exposure and other things. The camera resolution by default is going to be 6 megapixel. However, you can take it to 8 megapixel, but that will be 4:3 aspect ratio. On 16:9 aspect ratio, you will get 66 megapixel resolution. So this is something about the picture quality. When it comes to video, you can record high definition video at 720p or even at 1080p on this device, which is a good thing. And when we talk about other things, I can show you the front camera view as well. The front camera on this device is a 2 megapixel camera, and the overall quality of video chat which you can do from the front camera is going to be decent. It is not going to be high definition video quality which you will expect on this device, especially from the front camera. It is going to be decent but not high definition, but again the video feed from the front camera is pretty good, I would say. And again, it is kind of hazy. You need to hold the device stable, but it is pretty decent and much better than the other phones which we have seen, especially which might fall in the same price segment or which might fall in the same category as per the hardware which we have on this device. So in that department, it is good. Let me just take a photo of my iPhone 5 over here and I can show you the picture quality on this device now. So let me just take this photo first of all with artificial light, and I can take this photo again without artificial light. Both of these photos are going to be taken in indoor light in a room. So we have indoor environment as of now, so you will get an idea about the overall clarity. So this is how the photo looks like, especially when we have taken it without artificial light. It looks fairly good, I would say. The camera quality is definitely better even when you don't have good amount of light falling on the subject, or in dark or low light scenarios. This camera is going to perform better. As you can see, the details are good. The color production is also pretty decent. When it comes to this photo is definitely looking better. In terms of clarity, it is good, and in terms of color production, it is almost the same thing which I can see over there original. So when it comes to high definition video playback, you can play high definition videos on this device without any issues. You can play 720p videos, you can play 1080p videos as well. When it comes to LED notification light, you do have LED notification light over here. You also have proximity and ambient light sensors as well. As far as headphone clarity or the quality of sound which you will get from the supplied headphones which you will get within the package of this phone, sound quality which you will get from these headphones is decent. Again, the bass levels are not too good, they are kind of low, but the clarity of voice is pretty nice. Either you are listening songs, or in case you are receiving a voice call, which you can always do with these headphones, you can do that. The overall results on the voice calls or on the music quality is good enough, but bass levels are definitely low on these headphones which come within the package of this phone. The overall battery backup which you will get from this device is going to be approximately 1 day. The kind of battery you have on this device is a lithium polymer ion battery which cannot be removed, and I can show you that again. So once I remove the back cover, I can show you that the battery is there but it cannot come out. So you cannot remove the battery outside the device, which is something which not many people will like, but this is how it is for this device. And the overall battery backup is going to be 1 day. But in case you are a moderate user, in case you don't watch a lot of videos or you don't play a lot of games, you can get around more than 1 day of battery backup. Around 1.5 days of battery backup is also something which you can get on this device. As far as UI is concerned, the UI is definitely optimized and customized for this device, but it is nicely optimized that the device is not slow. You do have some widgets over there on the locks, on the home screen or on the lock screen. You do have some widgets over here as well. You can also add more widgets by just tapping and holding over the touchscreen, and then you can select the widgets. There are some custom widgets which have been specifically designed for this device, including these ones, and then you have some other widgets as well which I can show you. So there are some widgets like this one, the charger widget, which you can always place it on your lock screen or the home screen, and then you can see the battery level on this device with these widgets. So there are widgets, there are custom UI which has been customized and designed for this specific phone. Now as far as OTG is concerned, the OTG is not supported, as we have just connected a flash drive, an OTG flash drive with this device, and it has not detected the same. So OTG is definitely not supported. As far as the application drawer and application which will come pre-installed, this is how they will be shown. This is the app drawer which we have. You do have some Google application which will come pre-installed. You do have some extra other applications, but again there is not a lot of bloatware which will come pre-installed on this device. So that's all from us. We would like to give a thumbs up to the Asus Zenfone 5. This looks like a pretty decent phone, a very good build quality phone, I would say. Again, a plastic phone, but much better than the other phones which we have seen in the market. As far as the overall build quality is concerned, as far as camera is concerned, the camera is definitely good and decent enough. It can take very good shots even in low light scenarios. In daylight, it will perform much better. The front camera is also decent. The overall hardware specification for the phone is also good enough. You can play almost any high definition game on this device, which is a good thing. You have HD resolution, very good viewing angles. The battery backup is again 1 day or more than 1 day depending on your usage. So in all, I would like to give a thumbs up, and I'm really happy with the kind of overall value for money this device is going to provide, provided it is priced less than 15,000 rupees in the market, and this is something which I expect as far as pricing for this one is concerned. Let's see what is the final pricing for the Asus Zenfone 5. Do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. I would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.